Welcome back again to the new learning video. Today, we are diving into something really exciting in the Java world, Java 21. And listen, this isn't just another small update. It's a long-term support release, an LTS. That's a big deal because it means these features are the new standard. They're going to be around for a long, long time and will totally change how we write Java.
And this really hits the nail on the head. Mastering what's in this release, it's going to put you way ahead of the curve as a developer. Seriously, this is a huge career boost we're talking about. Whether it's taming complex concurrency or just writing cleaner, smarter code, these updates are all about making our jobs easier and making us better at what we do.
All right, first up, let's talk about the biggest revolution in this release, concurrency. For years, Java's threading has been, well, powerful, but also kind of clunky and heavy, right? Well, Project Loom is here to change all that. It's a fundamental shift that's going to make building super scalable apps so much simpler. And the star of this show is, without a doubt, virtual threads. The magic word here is lightweight. Think about it. Old school threads are expensive. Each one is a heavy operating system thread. But virtual threads? They're different. They're managed by the JVM, not the OS, so you can spin up millions of them without breaking a sweat. It's a total game changer, especially for server-side apps.
And look how easy it is to use them. The real magic is right there in that one line. New virtual thread per task executor. That's it. You call that and boom, every task you throw at it runs in its own virtual thread. The rest of the code feels totally normal, but under the hood, the scalability you just unlocked is absolutely insane.
So, what does this all mean for you? Well, remember how the one thread per request idea was a big no-no? Forget that. Now, it's actually the best way to do it. This is huge because it means you can ditch all that complicated async code, all those callbacks and futures, and just write simple, clean, easy-to-read code that just works. And it scales like crazy.
Okay, so you can create millions of these threads. Awesome. But how do you keep track of them all, right? Especially when a bunch of them are working together on one job. That's where structured concurrency comes into play. It's like putting a team captain in charge. It treats a whole group of tasks as a single unit, which is an absolute lifesaver when it comes to handling errors and cancellations.
Just look at this code. We're trying to get a user and their orders at the same time. We fork off both tasks inside a structured task scope. Now here's the beautiful part. If fetching the orders fails for some reason, the scope automatically cancels the user fetch. You don't have to write any messy cleanup code. The whole thing just works or fails together. It makes your code so much cleaner and more reliable.
And the last piece of this concurrency puzzle is scoped values. So for ages, we've used thread_local to pass data around without cluttering up our methods. But let's be honest, thread_local is kind of sketchy. It can cause memory leaks and gets weird with virtual threads. Scoped values are the new, much safer way to do it. You can share data with child threads, but it's immutable and only exists for a very specific limited time. So much better.
All right, let's shift gears a bit. We've talked about the heavy-duty concurrency stuff. Now let's talk about making our code just smarter and simpler. This is all thanks to Project Amber, which has been on a crusade to kill all that boilerplate Java is famous for. And in Java 21, some of its best features are finally here to stay. And this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. We love records, right? They're awesome. Well, now they're even better with record patterns. Look at the old way on the left. You check the type, you cast it, then you pull out the data. Ugh. Now look at the new way. In one single line, you check if it's a person, and you pull out the name and age into variables you can use right away. It's just so much cleaner. And it doesn't stop there. The humble switch statement is getting a massive upgrade. For, forever, switch was pretty limited. But now, it's basically on steroids. You can switch on any object and check for all sorts of things. Different types, if it's null, you can even use those record patterns we just saw. It's a whole new world for switch. I mean, just look at this code. It's beautiful. You can pass in any object, and the switch just figures it out. Is it an integer, a string? Is it null? It can even handle nulls gracefully now, which was always such a pain before. This gets rid of those endless if-else-if chains and makes your code way easier to read. Okay, this next one is a huge quality of life win. Have you ever been annoyed that you can't just ask a list for its last item without doing some math? Or wanted to loop through a collection backwards without a headache? Well, sequenced collections fix that. They give us a simple, consistent way to work with any collection that has an order. So now things like first got, last got, and reversed just work everywhere. It's awesome.
And let's talk about strings. We've all been there, right? Stringing things together with a bunch of plus signs or wrestling with string format. It's messy. String templates are here to save the day. It's a much cleaner, safer way to build strings with variables in them. And that safer part is really important. It's designed to help stop injection attacks, which is a huge plus. Now this is huge for anyone just starting out with Java. Remember trying to explain public static void main string array args to a total beginner? It's a mouthful. Java 21 makes it so much easier. You can just write a simple main method, no class, no static, no nonsense. It dramatically lowers the barrier to entry and gets new developers to that hello world moment so much faster. Okay, for our last section, let's peek under the hood at some of the real power features. These are the upgrades that are going to boost your app's performance, tighten up security, and give you new ways to talk to things outside of the Java world.
So let's quickly run through these. First, generational ZGC. All you need to know is it's a big performance boost. It's a better garbage collector that makes your app faster, and you don't have to change a single line of code. Next up, the foreign function and memory API. This is the new, safer way to call native code, like C libraries, replacing the old, tricky JNI. And finally, the Chem API gives us top-of-the-line, modern cryptography for secure key exchange, baked right into Java. Woof! We have covered a ton of ground, haven't we? From the massive changes in concurrency to all those awesome language updates. So let's wrap it all up. We're going to put everything on one final slide to give you a complete look at your new Java 21 toolkit. And there you have it. This is your Java 21 cheat sheet. You can see everything broken down by category. And pay attention to that status column. Final means it's ready to go, solid, use it in production. Preview means it's still being tweaked, so you can play with it and give feedback before it's locked in. This table is basically your roadmap to becoming a Java 21 expert. So, after all that, I've got a question for you. With all these new toys to play with, from the incredible power of virtual threads to the clean simplicity of record patterns, which feature are you most excited about? What's the one thing you're going to try out in your projects first?
Thank you so much for watching. Definitely let me know your answer to that question in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you think. And hey, if you found this helpful, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button for more explainers. Thanks again, and